Imagine a sound so simple yet so powerful, it could quietly reshape the way your mind thinks, feels, and even heals. What if just by listening to two slightly different tones, your subconscious mind began to unlock doors you didn't even know existed? For centuries, mystics and scientists alike have searched for ways to influence the hidden layers of the mind. Now imagine if the key was already in your headphones. This isn't magic, and it's not science fiction. It's called binaural beats, a phenomenon where your brain creates a third frequency, one that doesn't exist outside your mind, but resonates deep within it. Some say it can melt away stress, sharpen focus, and even rewire limiting beliefs. Others believe it's the closest thing to tuning your subconscious like an instrument. But the real question is, how much control do you truly have over your own mind, and could sound alone rewrite your reality? Tonight, we're diving into the fascinating world of binaural beats, where neuroscience meets the subconscious, and what you're about to discover may forever change the way you listen to sound and to yourself. You probably heard the phrase, your subconscious mind controls 95% of your life. But how often do we actually stop to think about what that really means? Every habit you have, every fear you carry, every instinct that drives you, it all comes from that hidden layer of your mind. It doesn't argue, it doesn't judge, it simply absorbs. And once it accepts something as truth, it runs your life on autopilot. Now imagine if there was a way to communicate directly with the subconscious system, not through years of therapy, not through endless repetition, but through frequencies. That's where binaural beats enter the picture. Unlike regular music, these sounds aren't designed to entertain you. They're designed to entrain your brain. Think of your brain like a musical instrument. It has rhythms, it has patterns, and each of those rhythms is linked to a state of mind. Delta waves when you sleep, theta waves when you dream, alpha when you relax, beta when you focus, and gamma when you reach peak awareness. Binaural beats are like a tuning fork for your consciousness, helping your brain slip into these states effortlessly. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Your subconscious mind is most suggestible when your brain is in certain frequencies. That means, in the right state, you're more open to new beliefs, new habits, and even healing old emotional wounds. And people all over the world are starting to realize the potential of this. Students using it to focus better before exams. Professionals using it to stay sharp during long working hours. Insomniacs finally finding sleep they thought was impossible. And seekers, people exploring meditation and manifestation, using binaural beats to connect with deeper parts of themselves. But before we dive into the science and methods, let's pause and ask the real question. Is it truly possible that sound alone can shape your inner world? Because if that's true, then what else about reality is waiting to be unlocked? Let's explore this mystery step by step and uncover how binaural beats might just be the subconscious switch you never knew you had. To understand binaural beats, we first need to look at the subconscious mind itself. It's not just a hidden storage of memories. It's a silent director of your daily life. When you wake up, brush your teeth, drive to work, or even react to stress, your subconscious is running the program. It doesn't ask permission. It doesn't debate. It simply executes what it has learned. And the most powerful way it learns is through repeated patterns, especially rhythms. This is where the bridge between sound and mind begins to form. Your brain operates on electrical impulses, known as brainwaves. These waves shift depending on what you're doing: deep sleep, focus, relaxation, or heightened awareness. Scientists discovered that when you expose the brain to two slightly different frequencies, something remarkable happens. Your brain doesn't just hear them. It creates a third frequency of its own. This third frequency is what we call a binaural beat. And here's the secret. It nudges your brain into a specific state, almost like a hidden switch. Imagine wanting to relax after a stressful day. Play a delta or theta frequency, and your brain drifts naturally into calmness. Need to focus on work or study. Beta or gamma frequencies sharpen your mind like a laser. It's as if sound becomes a remote control for your mental state. But let's not just talk about science. Let's bring it to life. Picture a student struggling with late-night study session, overwhelmed and restless. He puts on his headphones, plays a simple binaural track designed for focus, and within minutes the noise in his mind begins to quiet. Thoughts line up, concentration sharpens, and what once felt impossible now feels manageable. That's not magic. That's brainwave entrainment at work. Or think about someone battling insomnia, tossing, turning, staring at the ceiling as the night slips away. They try everything: herbal teas, meditation, even medication. Nothing works. Then one night, they try binaural beats tuned to delta waves. The sound gently guides the brain into a sleep-like rhythm, and for the first time in months, they drift into deep rest. But it doesn't stop there. For people exploring meditation or manifestation, binaural beats have become a secret weapon. When your brain slips into theta waves, your subconscious mind is wide open, almost like a child soaking in every impression. This is a perfect state to rewrite old beliefs, plant new affirmations, or visualize your goals with clarity. It's like hacking into the operating system of your mind. Of course, the benefits go beyond personal growth. Therapists are experimenting with binaural beats for anxiety and depression. Athletes use them to sharpen performance and recover faster. Artists and writers tap into creative flow states by syncing their brains with specific frequency. The reach of this simple sound technology is expanding far beyond what most people imagine. But here's the most fascinating part. Your subconscious doesn't argue with sound. It doesn't resist, it doesn't filter, it simply adapts. And that makes binaural beats one of the most direct tools we have for accessing and influencing the hidden layers of the mind. Still, as powerful as this sounds, it raises a bigger question. Are we truly in control of this process, or are we letting frequencies control us? That's where caution and awareness come in. Because while binaural beats can open incredible doors, they also require responsibility. And before you dive headfirst into this world, there are truths, myths, and safeguards you need to understand. So let's take a closer look at how to use this tool wisely and how to separate the hype from the reality. Whenever something sounds is powerful, myths start to spread quickly. Some people claim binaural beats are a shortcut to instant enlightenment. Others believe they can replace therapy, meditation, or years of personal growth. But here's the truth. Binaural beats are a tool, not a miracle. Like any tool, their effect depends on how you use them. Let's start with one of the biggest misconceptions: instant results. Many first-time listeners expect a single session to transform their life overnight. But the subconscious mind doesn't work like flipping a light switch. It's more like watering a seed. You need consistency, patience, and the right environment. One session might relax you, yes, but deep change takes repetition. Another myth is that binaural beats can force your mind into doing something against your will. This isn't hypnosis, and it's definitely not mind control. What actually happens is entrainment. Your brain syncs with the frequency, but you're still in control of your choices. Think of it like guiding a river with gentle currents, not forcing it to change direction completely. Your mind still has a final say. Then comes a debate about safety. Is it dangerous to listen to binaural beats for long periods? The science says, no, not inherently. But just like coffee or exercise, too much of anything can cause discomfort. Moderation is key. 20 to 40 minutes per session is usually recommended. Some people also fear that binaural beats might replace natural states of mind. But in reality, they're simply helping your brain reach states it already knows how to access. When you fall asleep, when you dream, when you concentrate, your brain naturally shifts waves. Binaural beats are like training wheels, guiding you faster into those states. It's also important to clear another misconception, that binaural beats alone will solve every problem. If you're stressed from an unhealthy lifestyle or struggling with trauma, no sound frequency alone will erase that. But used alongside meditation, therapy, or healthy habits, binaural beats become a powerful enhancer. They amplify what you're already doing, like adding wind to the sails of a boat already moving. The tool works best when paired with intention. Now let's talk about safe usage. Always use good quality headphones, because binaural beats rely on delivering slightly different sounds to each ear. Don't use them while driving or operating heavy machinery, because the relaxation can make you lose focus. Choose the right frequency for your goal. Delta for deep sleep, theta for subconscious reprogramming, alpha for relaxation, beta for productivity, and gamma for peak awareness. Start with shorter sessions and increase gradually as you get comfortable. And most importantly, listen in a quiet environment where you won't be interrupted. For skeptics, here's another truth. Not everyone experiences the effects in the same way. Some people feel results immediately. Others notice subtle changes over time. And a few may feel very little at all, because sensitivity to sound frequencies varies. That doesn't make the tool fake. It just means the experience is personal. In the end, binaural beats are not about escaping reality. They're about aligning with it in a deeper way. They're not about controlling your mind, but unlocking parts of it that usually stay silent. And when approached with awareness, they can be one of the safest, simplest, and most fascinating tools for inner growth. But perhaps the most important defense against misunderstanding is this. They're not here to replace you. They're here to remind you of what you've always had inside. At the end of the day, binaural beats aren't just sounds. They're keys to hidden doors inside your subconscious mind. Some doors open to peace, some to clarity, and some creativity you never knew you had. But the choice of which door to open has always been yours. Think about it. Your subconscious is like a vast ocean, and most of us only ever swim near the shore. Binaural beats are like a guide inviting you to dive deeper, showing you waters you've never explored. It's not about escaping your life, but about tuning into it with greater awareness. And when you begin to understand that your mind can shift with just a frequency, you realize how powerful you truly are. The question is, how will you use that power? Will you use it to calm the storms of stress? To sharpen your focus and achieve goals that once felt out of reach? Or maybe to reprogram the beliefs that have silently held you back for years? Because every time you put on those headphones, you're making a choice to listen not just to sound, but to yourself. And if you stay consistent, that choice could transform the way you think, feel, and live. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just take my word for it. Try it. Explore it. Notice how your mind and body respond. Then come back and share your experience, because your story might inspire someone else. And if you found this journey into the subconscious eye-opening, make sure to subscribe for more. We'll be diving into more hidden truths about the mind, psychology, and the science of human behavior. Hit the like button if this sparked curiosity in you, and comment below. What's the first thing you want to reprogram in your subconscious using binaural beats? Your mind is listening. The only question is, what will you let it hear?